Okay, I did a lot of revamp on this. It's now completely standalone. I removed all the excess classes on here. So let's take a quick look at some of the new features. So let's move this over. Alright, so on this I have in here, as you can see, there's two addresses I'm passing. I'm passing in an XML format. The format is raw addresses, and then you have raw address, and then I'll parse both of those. So if I go over here and I paste this, on the URL, you can see that I'm setting the XML flag to 1, and on raw address, I'm passing an XML. So the software automatically determines if you're passing numerous addresses or just one. But on this, I'm going to pass 2, and you can see I get 2 addresses. One is my local Illinois address, and the other is the international. Now, the international, we have geocode on off on this, and when you're using a USA address, geocode's automatically always off because we utilize these standardization things, which on a USA address it's always going to be more accurate. But in the country scenario, you don't really have that option. So, and here you can see that by the structure of the address, that and this is the exact structure I use. Let me see if I can get this a little bit. Okay, so on here, this is the address Matt sent me, and as you can see, he put the country as Grand Cayman. Well, the actual country is Cayman Island, but again, this is a dumb protocol, or dumb software. All we're doing is we're assuming that since it's structured like this is the country, that we put it in there. So now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to set the geo flag to true. So now it's going to do both addresses, and, oh, I forgot to put the and sign here. So now it's going to do both addresses, and as you can see, it says the use geo is true, and now it automatically corrected this to Cayman Islands, and this is Grand Cayman, and it actually found the actual postal code for it, so it adds all the extra detail that you would want. I also put an indicator on here for the strength, so anytime it uses the geocode, I have an algorithm that figures out how strong it is. If it becomes under 0.5, 50% certainty, it'll actually not utilize it as all, because we don't want to correct anything unless we're pretty sure that we're correcting it to something right. I also have a variable on here you could set for the strength settings. So if you set it at strength setting at 0, it'll automatically correct everything to geocode if it finds it. But I found that it's nice to have a buffer in there. 0.5 gives you a pretty good certainty that it's a good match. So these are the current things on this. I'm happy with it. It should be pretty easy to plug into some other things. But yeah, you could send to one address or 20 addresses. So if I was to change this back and just to put something there, it'll process it, but it'll say too few lines processed. But as you can see, it automatically determined that this was not XML and processed it still. So that's what I was looking to get at, and I'm pretty happy with it. But let me know if there's any other changes.